Okay, so everything I see, everything presents something. And there's basically two things that you can categorize that in. The first is questions, and the second is answers. But the problem is, the questions aren't asked and the answers aren't told. That alone is difficult to understand. But I just checked my Facebook again and saw a picture right here with Enzo sleeping right there, and who was sleeping over there? And then I know who was sleeping over there, but I can't answer the question because the question has not got an answer. Not yet, anyway. And then I remember and I get the answer, and it brings me a lot of joy. Not just because, but because I'm able to receive the answer. Now, that was Ozzy sleeping over there, and Enzo, of course. But then I know that in all these years I have figured out that Enzo is Enzo, but Ozzy is Diego. Now, that can confuse a lot of people, and it depends on your religion, what you believe. And I've said this before, a belief is something that you are not sure of. It is something that you follow because you were told that, and you do not know if that is entirely true. It could be, but there could be certain small things that was left out. Now, I've had a lot of animals in my life, really a lot. Everybody knows that that is basically what I spend my time around, and I've lost a lot of them, and it's actually normal. But the problem is, if you don't know what you are dealing with, then you have got a very bad situation going on, and you might go through life with heartache and pain. Maybe you need a little of it to make you more approachable, because that is what it is all about. You need to be approachable. Now, if I say approachable, I mean able to look at something, listen to it, and react in a certain way to it. But it's not always that easy. It becomes really difficult because our emotions and our true state of being gets in the way. You don't really know, and you react according to what you do know. But doing that is not the problem. But you have to get yourself to a point where you are able to understand the question and the answer. Now, this is very difficult for some people. I mean, the chance that you are going to lose someone in your life is 100%. Whether you are the person that dies or someone close to you that dies, you will be losing someone. And you must be ready for that. And it depends on how you will be handling it. But you can only handle it according to what you know and what you are able to process. But when you have 100 pets like I have, and you have lost a lot of them, then you start realizing that those personalities come back. They don't always come back the time you want them to come back, and they also need a time to rest and, well, I'd say a body to occupy before they can come back. So they're not just gonna be back. It takes time, but knowing it is what makes the difference. If you don't know it, you are living this life in the hardest form. Now, I don't want you to believe me. It's very seldom that someone says something and they tell you not to believe them. But it depends on you, what you are able to believe. Because you won't just believe anything if you are not able to. Now, sometimes bad things happen. And that is an understatement. Let me correct that. Bad things happen. But if you know, then you will be okay. Especially people who have lost children. That is a hard lesson. That is something that is not easy to process. And it's not supposed to be. It is supposed to be what it is. Very hard. Now, depending on your belief system, how will you handle it? Some people handle it really hard, or let me rather say everybody handles it really hard. It is difficult, but I want to tell you today that it's not the end, and doesn't matter who you lost, they are able to come back to you. I've seen that. I've seen that with Diego. I mean, there he is. Only now he's completely healed and he's in great shape and he is not in pain anymore. But when I had Ozzy, he was very, very difficult to take care of. He had problems. He had a lot of problems. And I've spent a lot of time and effort on trying to get him better, and then I lost him, only for him to return to me, look the same, act the same. And you guys know, if you've watched my channel, you'll see I measure up these tigers all the time. Their personalities are totally different, but Ozzy and Diego's personality is exactly the same. It's the same tiger. I got him back. Why did I get him back? Because I allowed it to happen. I took my time, and I knew I had to look for him, and I knew that I will find him. I just needed to handle the situation. Now, a lot of people, like I say, when you lose a child, it's different. It's not as easy as losing a pet, and losing a pet is hard. But then, who is this? Now, everybody knows him as Vegetarian Cat. So how can I find out who he used to be before? Well, obviously he was supposed to, maybe when he was born, he wasn't really a vegetarian cat then, like he wasn't as well, but it turned into one. And then I can just ask the question, which one did I have that was also a vegetarian cat? And I know exactly, and I got him back. And if he leaves again, I will get him back again. I have got the confidence that it will never end. It's difficult to get to that point. But once you get to that point and you know who you are dealing with, then it all makes sense. Now, the questions that people ask tell me a lot about them. And the answers they need tells me a lot about them. So, believe me or don't believe me, depending on your state of being. What are you going to do? Just carry on. You'll get everything back. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Have a good day.